Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to Buildersplus. Today in this video we are going to see a demo of how to use Buildersplus mobile application. So let me install the app. Once installing, just open the app. So this is the app login page. Here you can find a register button and a forget password and login. So you have to click on a register as a new user. It will take you to the browser. There you need to enter your email ID. Entering mine, then age, then my mobile number, then my name is Shankar Prakash, Vasantham Builders owner, Gandhi Park. Thank you. See, Tirunelveli district and 627855. So here you need to enter your captcha detail. Only then you will able to proceed. So create new account. Once you have created a new account, you will get an email. So you will get a message, right? Let me go to the email. I got it from the Buildersplus. So you have to click on the URL in the mail. Then you can create your password. This is the one-time link password. Just click on the login. It will take you to the page where you need to enter your password. So all the basic level information and the contact information and all, if you want, you can enter company information and applicable payment and expenses. These are all optional, but by default you will be filled with all the default material and job works details. Let me save this one. Okay, so these changes have been saved. Once you see the message, that's all, guys. So let me open the mobile app now. So now we can log in with our details. So you have to enter login. Now you can see the device location and all you have to enable. So this is the dashboard, profile, master, clients and suppliers and subcontractors and transaction. We can see one by one. So profile is your profile data, whatever you provide in the creation part, that will be comes under in this section. So next thing is clients. So you have to enter your client's detail. At least one client is mandatory so that you can create a transactions. So let me create. Client 1 is my client name. We have to enter a mobile number and we have to enter estimation rate. Let's say 1600, estimation unit which is 1500, and estimation amount can be of 40 lakhs. Let me save this. You can create another client also. So this is 50 lakhs. So first client you have entered a 40 lakhs budget, second client is have entered 50 lakhs as a budget. Let me create material supplier detail. So we have to fill supplier mobile number and address and address line 1 to city state. This and all is the optional thing, you can save it. Then you have to enter subcontractor detail. Then for a subcontractor also you need to enter the address. For a report purpose it will be good to enter all the details. So now we have created our profile and the client details and the supplier details and the subcontractor details. Okay. So next we can see our master detail. So in the master detail, whatever default thing will be applicable for you. Okay, so you have a material cost and job cost, and you have expenses and the payment options and engineer and supervisor that you have to create. So apart from engineer and supervisor, payments, expenses, material cost and job cost, those details are by default will be updated from the server. So you have to enter your engineer supervisor. Okay, so let me create. So in the bottom you have a pencil icon, right? Just tap on that. It will take you to another screen that you need to enter your engineer or supervisor detail. So here you need to click on engineer supervisor. Below you have add option. So let me create as a engineer Ramesh. Okay, so now it's have been added. So expenses and payments and all by default, and material cost and the job cost and all will be updated from the server side. So if you want, you can create another material and the job cost also through this add button. So you have to provide your material name or job work name, then your unit, then rate per unit you need to enter. We can see a demo cement. If you enter any existing data, it will come in the suggestion, then unit and term will come as the suggestion. If not, you can enter a new. So you have to enter a cost also. So this is how you can create a new material cost and job cost. So once you are done, just click on the save button in the bottom. So now tap on the engineer, it's saved. This is the way you have to make sure. So now come to the dashboard. So we have a profile, clients, subcontractors and suppliers, all the master data are available. So now we are going for the transactions. Okay, so once I click at transactions, you will get this kind of dashboard for the client one. So by default it will be filled with first client. So here you have option to choose a second client. Okay, so this is how you can check what is the rate of cost for the particular client, and how much the construction area you have planned for, and what is the budget, total amount budget minus expense how much, budget minus received amount how much. So those details you can find it here. Let me do one transaction so that you will understand. So currently all the data are 0, right? Let me enter the client, do the client transaction first for the client one. So as we know, we have entered 40,000 as a budget for the client one. We are getting an initial payment for this as a 10 lakh. So engineer Ramesh is going to collect the initial transaction amount, cash payment type 10 lakhs, right? So here you can put the remarks here. So this way you can add all your client transaction. Okay, so once you are enter the detail, you can change the date also. So currently I am choosing the today date. So in the top you have find a save changes, right? Once you are done, just click on that. Okay, let me enter the amount. So it's now filled with the 10 lakhs as a initial transaction payment. Okay, so let me come to the dashboard, transaction dashboard, sorry. So here you can see, right, under the client part you can see the particular client, how much credit you got, how much balance you got, you have it from a client 1, how much debit from client 1. So in the top you can see the detail. It's consolidated of all the clients, credit, debit and balance amount. This from the company perspective, this is from the client perspective. Okay, so let me add some material supply. For this particular client one. So for the supplier one, GNM is going to collect this payment for the material supply. So this is the material and labor works, right? So in this you have to enter all the materials whatever you have purchased. So click on the material. This 1.5 inch jelly, if you are purchasing, you have to tap on that. Let me select cement. So cement is the 430 rupees one quantity. Let me enter 100 quantity, it will come 43,000. So you can change your quantity, you can change your rate also, you can change your paid amount. So payable amount is how much you need to actually pay, right? So you can adjust the payment to your material supplier. Let's say 40,000. So actually you have to pay 43,000, but you have paid 40,000 to the particular material supplier. So balance 3,000 will be uh, as a balance to the material supplier, right? So this is how you have to create. Let me done. So again, if you want to add one more material, just click on the plus icon. So here you need to click on material, it will come a list. So from the list, if you want, you can pick on that. So this time I'm click on the bricks, 750 rupees as a rate per unit. One unit is 750 rupees. Let me enter 5,000 quantity, which is 37,500. So actually you have to pay 37,500. Paid amount also 37,500. You can change if you want. Let me leave it as it is. So total amount is 40,000 plus 37,500. 77,500 is the total amount for this particular transaction. Once you have entered all the details, in the top you have to click save changes to update. You can see all the data here. If you want another transaction, you can tap plus. Okay, so this is how you have to do. So let me come to the transaction dashboard. Here you can see actual amount under supplier part. Actual amount is 80,500 rupees. You have paid only 77,500 for this particular material supplier. The balance amount is 3,000, right? So this is how the transaction dashboard works. So under client you can see 10 lakhs as a budget, 10 lakhs as your initial transaction. From that you have consumed 80,500. This 80,500 is from payable part, is from a client account, not from company perspective. So from client perspective, actually the payable amount will be deducted from their credit amount. So the balance amount is 9 lakhs and 19,500. I hope you understand. If you are not clear, please repeat this video. You can get a clarity. So let me enter the subcontractors. This is how you have to fill the supplier detail and the subcontractor detail. Let me enter the subcontractor detail. So subcontractor detail, subcontractor 1 as our subcontractor, you have to fill that. Our engineer Ramesh is going to collect the payment. So this is the payment. This is not he is going to collect, he is going to give a payment to the particular subcontractor. So here also you can enter your remarks here. So in this part, in the bottom you have a plus icon, like how you did enter for the material details, you need to fill the job works detail. So here the list of job works. Okay, so how much you have entered, those details will come under this list. So let me click on the site cleaning as the first step. So for the site cleaning, we don't have actual rate, we can fill, for example, 1000 rupees per head. So we have 2 members or 5 members. So 5 members as 5,000 rupees actual payable. If you want, you can change the paid amount. So we have spent the 5,000 for the site cleaning. Okay, then we have entered let me click on M's and loading. So for M's and loading, actual rate by quantity is 1500. Let's say 10 quantity, so which is 14,000, right? So this is how you need to enter. So actual 14,000 is for the M's and loading, site cleaning is the 5,000, total 19,000. So once you enter the detail, in the top right you can click on the save changes button. So subcontractor details will be filled, right? This is how you can enter on a day by day. By clicking the plus icon, you can enter the detail. Okay, I hope you clear that. So let me come to the transaction dashboard. Have you seen this? For a client one, we have a 10 lakhs as a credit, 99,500 as a debit, 9 lakhs and 500 as a balance. So suppliers we have spent this much, subcontractors we have spent this much. Okay, so in the top we have consolidation of all the clients, credit, debit, balance. Let me click on the client 2. So here you can see the credit 0, debit 0, balance 0, and there is no entry for suppliers and no entry for subcontractors. So here we need to add a transaction. See, in the top we have received 10 lakhs as a credit from client 1. Let me do the transaction from client 2, the same 10 lakhs. So here the same engineer promise is going to collect the payment from client 2, 10 lakhs. Here you can put a remarks. So once you enter the data, click on the save changes. You have entered 10 lakhs as a credit from client 2. Let me come to the transaction dashboard. There you will understand how the data will work. Can you see this? This 20 lakhs is from client 1 and client 2. Balance amount is from client 1 and client 2. Debit amount is from client 1 and client 2. So currently we don't have any debit for the client 2, but client 1 have a debit amount, right? So we have 96,000 as 500 as a debit. So let me do a transaction again for a client 2. I am filling the detail for the material supplier. So 1.5 inch jelly is 1000 rupees, 5 quantity which is 5000 rupees. Then cement 430 rupees, 100 quantity 43,000 rupees. Totally 48,000 for the supplier 1 for the client 2. Okay, let me come to the transaction dashboard again. Can you see this? For a client 2 we have 48,000 for the material supplier. So this payable amount is deducted from the client part, this area. So 10,000 minus 48,000, balance 9 lakhs and 52,000. This is the calculation. So above part, this is from the company perspective. 20 lakhs we got a credit from all the clients. We have 1 lakh and 44,500 as a debit from both clients. From both clients we have a balance amount 18 lakhs 55,500 rupees. Okay, so this is how the transaction is working. I hope you understand this calculation. Let's see further. How to do client transaction, how to do material transaction, and how to do subcontractor transaction. Those details you can see under transaction icon. So if you want to do a client transaction, you have to click on the view all under client part. Okay, likewise if you want to do a supplier transaction, you have to tap on the view all in the supplier part. Likewise subcontractors, you have to click on the view all. Let me click on the view all client transaction. Here you can see all the client transactions, and if you want to edit, click on the pencil icon. There you can change your amount and remarks and cash payment type and engineer or supervisor detail and date. If you want, you can do this. Once you have done the changes, click on the save changes, it will reflect. Okay, so if you don't want client transaction, if you want to delete the client transaction, you can click the delete icon here. Okay, So this is how you have to act a new client transaction, edit a transaction, delete a transaction. If you want a new transaction, click on the plus button. So this screen we already seen. Okay, so this is how you have to do create a new client transaction. Let me explain how to do the supplier transaction and subcontractor transaction. So click on view all button. In the screen you can see all the supplier transaction details. If you want to edit, you can click on the pencil icon. If you want to edit any data, if you want to edit any rows, you can do the delete, you can change data. If you want to add a new, you can do so. Okay, see here we have 3 rows. Once you have done, click on the save changes. So if you don't want this entire transaction you need to delete, you can click on the delete icon here. If you want to delete particular rows, you can click this delete icon. Okay, I hope you understand. So if you want to do a new MaterialSupplier transaction, click on the pencil icon, plus icon. There you need to enter all the details. Then you have to click on the save changes. It will come to the next row. So likewise you can do a subcontractor transaction. If you click on the view all, you will see all the subcontractor transactions. If you want to edit, click pencil icon, click delete icon to delete the entire transaction. Let me click on the pencil icon. If you want to delete any rows, click on the delete button from here. Once you have done so, click on the save changes, it will reflect. Okay, to do another client transaction means you have to come to your transaction dashboard. Then you have to select another client from the drop down. Let me click on the drop down and choose the client 2. From here, if you click on the view all, what are the client transaction you made for the client 2, it will be comes here, like how we do the done the transaction for the client 1. That is how you have to do the client transaction and supplier transaction and subcontractor transaction. Only thing you have to make sure, choose the drop down value to client 2. Okay, let's say we have another client transaction 5 lakhs credit for the client 2. Means you have to choose client 2 and view all. Here we have already we have a 10 lakhs credit entry. Let me create a new entry 5 lakhs. Click on the plus icon, engineer Ramesh, cash payment, amount is 5 lakhs. Okay, second credit transaction. Okay, once you are done, click on the save changes. So totally 15 lakhs, right? Go to the transaction dashboard. There you can see the data. Here 15 lakhs as your credit transaction for the client 2. We have made 2 transactions. One is the 10 lakhs and another one is 5 lakhs. If you want to click on the client 1, there you can see only 10 lakhs as a credit. Okay, that is how you need to make sure. From the company perspective, we made a 15 lakhs credit from client 2, 10 lakhs credit from client 1. So totally 25 lakhs as a credit. This is consolidated credit for all the clients. Likewise, consolidate debit and balance. Okay, continuing this video, let me explain. If actually you have filled all the default details from the server with job works and material cost, right? Say for example, material cost, cement today rate is 430. Say for example, uh, we have to enter the data for a cement as a 400 rupees, means you can enter uh, today we have the rate 430. By next month or next week it will be changed, right? So let me explain how to change those data. So we have to do the transaction again for the client to, let's see. So click on view all. Here you need to enter for a tomorrow date, engineering supervisor, payment is a cash type, and you can leave the remarks of now. So let me click on the cement as a material. See, by default will come with the today's rate. If you want to change 400 rupees as your cement, this rate will be updated in your master data. So quantity will be same 100, which is 40,000, right? Once you have done that, this 400 rupees cement rate will be updated in the master data. Marks you can put. Okay, then save changes. It's reflected in your master. Let me open that. Can you see this? 400 rupees will be updated in your master data. So guys, whatever you have entered, profile and supplier and client supply subcontractors and master data, this is the one-time activity. So once you have done all the things, it will take some time, but it is a one-time activity. Spend some time with this so that you can do the transaction. So day by day you can do the transaction by navigating this transaction icon. So this is the main part. So in the transaction dashboard you can get a overview about all the transactions. So before that you need to fill all the mandatory details: profile, client, subcontractor, suppliers, also master data. So this and all one-time activity, please keep it in mind. One-time activity, one time only you have entered the details. I hope you understand. So in the top right we have 3 dots. So here you have a detail about logout and about us on contact section. So let me tap on this. So if you want to reach me, you can click on the contact section. You can enter your title and the body and submit. So I will get an email. So whatever problem you have faced, it will come to me if you are entering here. Okay, that is how. If you want to see our us, you can click on the about us. It will take you to the web page. Then if you want, you can do the logout. Let me click on the logout. It will come out from the app. I hope you understand all the features. Let me connect with the other video. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Keep support with us. If you have any query, please drop a mail. Thank you so much.